No, 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 no.
Alright, so just for the record, that's how I felt at the beginning, like the first second that I saw the suit, and then it was a situation where the edit was too funny and I laughed more than I probably should have, and that's why I wanted to stick it in the video. So if you still did laugh at it, go ahead and drop a like, but hey, welcome back to another video. So the marketplace update is live, and we are also just under 5 days away until the Hawkeye live stream, where hopefully at the end of the live stream they go ahead and say Hawkeye is available now. But nonetheless, that's a whole different story. But today we're talking about the marketplace that a lot of people were hyped for, and ultimately just the new Iron Man suit, right? My opinions with it, what I think is going to be going down moving forward with the marketplace in general, and a whole bunch of stuff. But I want you guys to get in the comments below and leave your brutally honest opinion on this skin. Do you like it or do you not? But leave your thoughts in the comments below and just be as opinionated as possible and what you would like to see in the future for the marketplace as well. But let's dive into the video, because like I said at the start of this video, like I just had the joke, that was basically my initial reaction, because it wasn't anything that I was expecting right since pretty much since the get-go, right? When they said there's going to be an Iron Man skin, of course, with the cape, I was like, well, it's certainly got to be the infamous Iron Man, and there are multiple other people also saying this. So when this came along, which is the Iron Knight outfit, it definitely took a lot of people by surprise. But over the last, I guess you could say 45 minutes, it's actually grown on me. I mean, you'll probably see some screenshots in the background, probably some, I guess some gameplay of it just moving in general, because that's when you get the feel for the suit. And there's actually a lot of attention to detail to it when you look super close. In photo mode, there's like this flower pattern, and I believe it was something to do with actual, it's kind of like a situation where in daytime it looks completely different as opposed to how it does in like the nighttime in a map, right? And I want to give a shout out to Lejeune. Some of you guys know him, some of you guys don't. If you don't, now you know. And basically he posted this screenshot that was on Twitter, also saying that the new Iron Man suit actually does look pretty good in game. Like, it's one of those things that you're not really sure how you feel about it at first, and then it kind of grows on you. It's safe to say it's definitely a situation with this. I do think it looks really cool. When you are playing in general, I guess just gameplay and combat, you do definitely feel super cool. So was it what I was expecting? Expecting, not expected? Absolutely not. Am I kind of annoyed with it? Not so much, because it kind of, it just works in some sort of way. But what does this mean now moving forward with the marketplace? Well, let's be completely honest, and let's not even talk about the prices for the marketplace, but let's just talk about the marketplace in general, because this is the first Iron Man skin that really stands out in the marketplace where you can say, hey, that's a brand new Iron Man skin. I don't know if it's just simply because there's a bright red cape, or if there's anything else that I guess, you know, draws to your attention, but that's basically something that we've not had for a long time. I mean, a really long time, right? Sure, there were other skins that have been in the game where you could say they look kind of cool, but this does kind of just stand out, and I like it. It's really grown on me. So it's actually given me a lot of faith for the future of the game, because I feel like after you do the odd few skins that do make a standpoint in the game, because this is another thing I want to point out, this isn't the only skin in the game for a hero where you say, alright, this is, you know, like a really cool skin. We've had like things such as the Unworthy 4 suit. That was a skin where you could say back at that time that a lot of people really liked. So I feel now we've got I guess more of a progression situation going on. Like, there's way more detail when it comes down to the skin. You can't just surely go ahead and then keep doing reskins, right, week on in week out, or recolors, which is basically the unfortunate situation that we was in more or less for a really long time. So this basically just feels like, hey, this is the light at the end of the tunnel, and surely things are just going to get better now. Even things, I know a lot of people didn't really like it, but when it came down to Hulk's the wrestler suit, I know people didn't didn't like that, but again, it was definitely a suit in the marketplace. We were like, hey, this is actually something brand spanking new, and I'm probably going to go ahead and spend my credits on. So in that perspective, it works. And over the last couple of days, I've been speaking to a lot of people about the marketplace, and we all keep, I guess, being in that situation where we say, well, this is really overpriced. And it's still a situation, it really is, but I think if they stick with suits that are in demand, suits that actually look cool, then sure, people are going to pay that price. I only got this skin, or suit, whatever you want to call it, purely because I still have the gifted credits that I never really used, so for that reason alone, that's why I went ahead and purchased the suit. But when it comes down to other skins, would I have probably done that? Absolutely not, because they were all just recolors. So as long as we stick on a path where we could say these are, of course, you know, what's going to be going down, then I'd be more than happy to, at least when it comes down to my personal preference and a skin that I like, I'd be more than happy to probably go ahead and get it, right? Because cosmetics are a big thing, they do affect your gameplay, just a mental aspect of things, and all in all, I guess it makes for some really good photo opportunities in the game, and don't forget, photo mode is still a big thing in this game. So, why am I excited? Well, like I said, we're under 5 days left now, let's just say 4 days, give or take, right, for argument's sake, until we get Hawkeye's deep dive video, which is going to be highlighting a ton of stuff. Now, there was also the teaser we got that the Ronin suit is going to be in for Hawkeye, or Ronin, I know a lot of people pronounce that differently, so whatever you wish to call that suit. But if that's going to be something in the game, again, it's going to be in the marketplace. Is it going to be something that comes with Hawkeye? I'm probably going to say it would be in the marketplace. Again, financial perspective, looking at things from a business perspective as well, that would be a smart thing to do, because of course that's a skin that a lot of people do, or should I say are really anticipated for. So again, it's a thing that would work in their favor, and it'd also be a skin where we say in this situation, hey, that's something that's kind of worth spending your money on, right? You want to spend a couple of bucks on that. And this is where we still do come down to that final conclusion though, that hey, that 50% off the marketplace needs to become a permanent thing. If it becomes a permanent thing and they stick with these skins, I can guarantee you, not even purchases of the game in general, but just, I guess, sales coming straight from the marketplace would literally increase by a ton. I don't know the exact figures where we stand right now in terms of how much they've made through the marketplace, but maybe even being in a situation where you could just buy one skin as opposed to the credits, so you don't have to buy a pack, you could just purely buy one skin off that one price, if that makes sense. So I think that would also make sense, and again, it would honestly make that number shoot right up. In fact, it'd be a rocket going right up in sales, as long as they stick to something refreshing, something that feels cool. I mean, this Iron Man, the Knight skin, it had that small attention to detail that people point out when it came down to like the flower pattern, whatever you want to call it, that was on the armor, that was handcrafted by Tony Stark himself. That's fake. I just made that up as we're going along, but you get what I mean. It's meant to give you that feel, right? So if they stick with that, I'd go ahead and purchase it. If they don't, and it's recolors, probably the most terrible decision you could possibly ever make as a studio or game developer. So as long as we stick on this path, then hey, the light is shining and it's very bright. But guys, that's gonna wrap up this video here. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.